If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Still Got Game, episode 420. That's right, 420. Still Got Game's official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Roken.
And I am Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
You almost nailed it. It is episode 420, and nobody's in their right mind. That's right.
I just got distracted because the feed, I'm a purple freaking monster.
Yeah, you're being attacked by the purple monster again.
So we have obviously no Tiff tonight. She is under the weather, and we have no Yant tonight. No one knows what's going on with that guy. He's just not here. We pulled a Selden, if you will.
Wow.
No, we've already declared it was called a Selden. Many of the times you weren't here. So. But yeah, it's episode 420, and we're here, and we're rocking. So any of you out there that are 420ing it up for episode 420, enjoy yourselves, have a good time, and we'll do up a show. We'll do the best we can, short-staffed. If you're in chat right now, you want us to talk about something on the show, drop it in there. You want to post picture yourself blazing for episode 420, that's cool too. We'll do whatever, man. Just show us your celebratory herbage, whatever you're doing. But I guess we'll just jump right in the mailbag for feedback and questions from last week's show. And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Thronish comments. Hearing your witty back and forth each week, I was curious as to how long you've all known each other and if you've all ever met each other in real life. There's a lot of others in that sentence.
Too long.
Too long.
Too long.
All right. I don't even know how we break this down.
Regret all of it.
I've known Hit for a long time, and I've known Selden for a long time. I met Selden for the first time in person in probably 2011, 2010.
Yeah, it was Comic-Con right around that time. Yeah,
Yep.
when I came into the city, met up with you.
Yep. Yeah, we were there.
And Tiff was there too, so I got to meet her.
Yeah.
Have I met you, Selden?
No, we've
you
never
have not met Selden.
No
no.
LAN, no PAX, no nothing?
No, because I was back in the Too Old to Play days. I was in Too Old to Pwn clan, and we had our own LAN in Pittsburgh that I went to, so I couldn't do both
You were part of an offshoot, and you didn't.
Well,
you sold out?
No, it's just that's the group of guys and girls that I was playing with, and we had our own thing going on, and I couldn't afford the time and the money to do two LANs. I wanted to do them both, but I just couldn't.
The only time that I ever had to deal with police on Tool to Play was thanks to Tool to Pwn. So yeah,
I plead the fifth on that.
On the Tool to Type radio hotline, I had a call from a police detective at one point because sketchy stuff happened at the Tool to Pwn folks, and when they were searching someone's phone, our number was another number on their phone. So
Whoa!
yeah.
I have so many questions.
No questions.
Yeah, this is an after show thing, but yeah. So and Hit, I've known you since one of the earlier LANs, so that was probably 2006 or 2007, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I don't remember actually.
Yeah,
8?
I don't remember either. Maybe 2008. Yeah, I've known Hit for a good 11 years.
And then definitely PAX. So.
Yep. Yeah. We did PAX. We did the iPad 2 launch in 2010.
10, right?
Yeah. And then Tiff.
Yeah, I remember everyone pulling out thousands of dollars.
We all gave Nick Hutchins all of our money. Like it's like, here's my 1,000. Here's my 1,000.
It just seemed like such a bad idea.
It really was.
It really was putting all our eggs in one basket.
We literally gave Nick Hutchins, and he left us with like $6,000 in his pocket. So it was a weird thing in retrospect. You've known Tiff then since 2010. Selden met Tiff
from that PAX.
Yeah, Selden met Tiff in 2011 or whatever that was. Yeah. I have never met Yant in person, despite the fact he's on my Christmas card list. So
I've known Yant for since Too Old to Pwn was formed, basically back on Too Old to Play days, because he was in there with us fact, I roomed up with him at one of the Two Old Capone lands and stuff like that. So I've known him for, 15, 20 years since that came around?
It's not 20 years. Tool to Play only formed in 2004. So
okay, well, probably about 2005, 2006, probably somewhere around there.
So good 13, 14 years. Yeah.
There was another clan outside of Profanity?
There was,
What?
there was a lot of clans outside of Profanity.
What? Yeah, but the only one that mattered was Profanity, no?
There was the OG Tool to Play clan that some of us were in that and Profanity. So
The only ones that I knew of were obviously Profanity because I was in it, and what was the other one?
Wasn't there Old Man Mafia or something like that? Wasn't there also?
OMN was a clan, yeah. There was Too Old to Pwn. There was Too Old for Duty. That was the Call of Duty clan where Jeep came from. And
there was another community that like segregated at one point. And
are you talking about Geezer Gamers?
no, what?
Too Old to Pwn had a whole falling out where they took off from the Too Old to
I
Play
wonder
site.
if it was
but that was
towards
towards
the
the
phone. Anyway, we can talk about this
Sorry,
later.
yes.
Anyway, yeah.
There was a lot of drama then.
Most of us have met each other in real life, and of all of us, at least someone knows everybody else at some point. But no one has met everyone in person.
Yeah, I've never met Duty from back in the day.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, you're lucky. Don't worry.
All right, moving on. Fraudulent Panda asks, after your Memory Lane episode, is that what our last episode was? Was it a Memory Lane episode? After your Memory Lane episode, I wanted to know what is the best part about doing a podcast that has such longevity? Does it still excite you every time you do an episode?
I am on the brink of quitting literally minutes before the show. Every episode.
So Hit obviously does not get that thing. I will tell you before the show starts, when I count down for the crew, and the moment, like, even if I had a busy day, I didn't want to do the show, I'm like, oh, I got stuff to do. The moment that I go, hey now, like, everything is all worthwhile. Like, or even I even get that kind of buzz from, like, if you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call. Like, the moment that my voice changes from my voice to that other voice, like, I'm in. I'm balls deep. I love doing the show. I hate editing the show, but it excites me every time we do an episode. Plus, I get to see these guys every week. It's like a chance to see people that you don't see in person, especially now that we do video. I get to see their faces and talk and catch up. So I like it, despite Hit wanting to quit every week.
Yeah, my wife's tired of me talking to her about stuff, so I got to talk to you guys about it. So
No, fair enough.
gives me an outlet.
Yeah. All right. Viceroy 2001 asks, how do you plan to fuck us on episodes between now and 2020? This is my least favorite time of year for the show because you're always skipping weeks.
See, I thought when you had these as white, I thought you didn't want talk about it because the hostility on that one. But
it's pretty hostile. It's hostile. Well, we're doing a show this week, Thanksgiving week, which means I have to do all of the editing before Wednesday. So there's a lot of work to be done. Next week, we're definitely doing the show. Let me pull up a calendar here.
No, next week's Cyber Monday, man. Are you crazy?
We got to talk about all the deals we got.
Cyber Monday is that's our last chance to tell our live viewer stuff. So you got a show next week.
No, I don't know about a show next week. It's Cyber Monday. I work all day. I gotta come home and Cyber Monday it.
You're gonna Cyber Monday the whole time you're at work. Don't fucking lie.
No, that's for work.
No, that's when
all the good deals are gonna be gone by the time you get home.
Yes.
No.
Then Monday the 9th, we're gonna do a show. The 16th we'll do a show. So really, the only shows you're gonna miss are probably the 23rd and the 30th. This is the least holiday episodes we've ever missed during this season. So you know what? Fuck yourself, Viceroy. We're not fucking you. You can fuck yourself.
I'm pretty sure we're not gonna.
There's gonna be one or two.
We're gonna screw something up.
For sure.
But at least on paper, it seems to only be those 2 weeks.
Viceroy's he's got a legitimate argument against us.
Okay, yeah, there's some history here, but I feel like the Mondays are lining up okay with the holidays, and it's only going to be the Christmas week and the New Year's week, I feel. So
we're going to do our best, and we're going to hit every show we can.
Yeah, but yeah, we don't plan on fucking you. So thanks, Viceroy. Thanks for the kind words. All right. Altius asks, how important do you feel various aspects of the upcoming consoles will be in determining purchases? I'm thinking of defining characteristics like price, raw power, games, additional features, availability, backward compatibility, streaming, etc. How would you rank them or more? This is a loaded question. There's a lot to this. I don't think price is the most important thing to me, at least. I think no matter what, I'm getting both. We're getting at least 2 Xboxes and at least 1 PlayStation. Like, that's a given. There's no choice. What's driving you, Selden? You seem to be searching something up.
Well, I was price. I'm only going to get 1 console. I can only
if
afford
I'm gonna
one
get
at a time.
anything, it's only going to be 1.
And it's going to be the Xbox.
I'm not buying the 2 again this gen.
Oh.
I might not even buy the 1. Like, I don't know yet.
I mean, I'm looking at...
Also, when I read this question earlier, it's too early. It's too early for this. Nothing's been like... And this is like something you ask around like E3, like after E3. Like,
once we know more.
We don't know enough. We don't know enough. Yeah. And game-wise, too, like... We still don't really know like a solid lineup for like launch. Like that's also a big determining factor for myself. Like with the next Xbox, like if I do get something, it's gonna be Xbox, wherever the next Xbox is, and like depending on what the launch lineup is, like if it's just Halo Infinite, why am I gonna buy a new console? Like I'm gonna be playing that on PC. It's just been announced as a Play Anywhere title, right? Mm-hmm. So like I'm gonna play it on the best possible setup. Crossplay, blah blah blah. Like, why would I get an Xbox for just that? So I need to know what the launch lineup is before I can determine if I'm gonna buy one or not.
I'm assuming that the Scarlett's gonna still have all the TV features of the current Xbox, which is, like, I guess that falls under Altius's.
So? You really think it'll still keep the TV? I think that's one thing that's golden for sure.
I think the reason why you keep that is because then it's always part of your TV viewing ecosystem. It's always on. You're already using it all the time. It makes it ubiquitous to your TV viewing.
But how often was that being used? That's the thing we don't know. We don't actually know the numbers on it. But they know. They know who's got stuff plugged into it, so...
I watch TV through every Xbox we have, except for the one in the games case, and the one on my PC here has TV going through it.
Selden, do you use a TV?
No, I don't have a TV at all. So I'm just streaming through the different services and stuff like that. So the TV app doesn't pertain to me at all.
I'm kind of curious what Selden would.
I do use the Hulu, Netflix. Those things are going to be there.
But it's your primary device for content on your TV.
On most of my TVs, my 4K TV, I'm using the onboard stuff for a lot of the Hulus, the Netflix and stuff like that. To get the 4K seems to be a little bit smoother coming straight from the TV rather than coming through the other device. So
that's pretty ironic because usually the processor in the TV is like some piece of shit Android, and the processor in the Xbox is pretty potent. That may be a placebo effect that you're feeling, but
it could be. It also makes it easier for the wife because then she doesn't have to try to navigate through the Xbox. So.
Wow. Let's just say she's dumb right now.
No.
Why would you say that? That's insane. Like, good thing she doesn't watch the show.
To be fair to Selden, my TV, when I first got it, to me it seemed like playing files directly off of the TV rather than a third party then to the TV.
For DLNA, I'll use the TV directly every time because DLNA takes nothing. But for things like Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus, I'll use the Xbox app every time. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to make... I don't give a shit about backward compat. Like I only go forward. I like all the streaming stuff. I like Project X Cloud. Raw power, they're 6 of one, half dozen the other.
What? Say that again?
For the raw power of these consoles, like one's got better this, one's got better that, one's got better this.
Raw power this year is out the window. I think both of them are even. At least that's a word on the street.
They're basically even because one has a better this, one has a better that, and it all averages out basically. I don't know. All I know is that without even telling us any specs, we were definitely getting 2 Xboxes and 1 PlayStation no matter what. So you got 3 sales. And I'm 2 companies.
I'm just saying, just like how you guys are Apple, I'm Android. I'm Xbox. My ecosystem is Xbox. I have all the games I have through Xbox Gold, all the games I bought, all the games through Game Pass. My ecosystem is the Xbox. And that's the deciding factors. I'm not giving up 500, 600 games that I have available for me to go to a different system. So it'd be nice to have the other one, but it's not a priority. I'm not looking to buy 2 consoles. So.
All right. So, and Hit's our wait to the last second guy. So,
no, just wait until E3 maybe. Like we don't know enough. Like it's too early. It's still in 2019. This thing might literally come out in like exactly a year from now. Like for all we know, could be the end of November. Like who knows?
Yeah, there's PlayStation leaks are saying November 20th for them. So
so a full year. Like still so early. So early.
I heard Yant Dog already put down a deposit on the PlayStation, though.
Not a joke?
Yeah, it was obviously a joke because Yant hates PlayStation. No. He's legit hater.
Do you guys think that we're going to get a lot of heat now? Like, oh, you guys are fucking Xbox fanboys.
I just told you that I'm buying both. Like, how can I be part of the problem?
Like, I'm just admitted Xbox. Sel just admitted Xbox.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like the PlayStation.
7 Xboxes and 1 PlayStation, so we're definitely
you have more Xbox. Yon is an Xbox. Like, oh man.
Like, don't get me wrong.
A can of worms.
I think PlayStation puts out a quality product. They put out a lot of great first-party games. I'm locked into one ecosystem. I can't do 2 systems. So
I can do 2, but like if I'm going to play a game that comes out and everything, I'm going to play where most of my friends are, which is on Xbox. So. Right. All right. Well, Altius, I guess we're going to have to get back to you after E3. And that's what this boils down to. But if any of you have great questions like any of these guys, like Thronish or Viceroy or whoever hit deleted from the outline or Altius,
did I?
Give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Fraudulent Panda, sorry about that. Hit got aggressive.
I fixed it.
All right. On that, why don't we move on over to what we're playing? Hit, what have you been playing this week, buddy?
So Sea of Thieves has a new update, another monthly. It's called Seabound Soul. They introduced fire cannonballs, new tall tale, and a bunch of new voyages. And so I've been doing that. Managed to squeeze in a little bit of Halo. Master Chief Collection. I've been playing Jedi.
So you did pick that up?
Oh yeah, right away.
I thought when we talked about it in the new releases, you made it sound like you weren't going to pick it up.
What? No.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. It came out on the 15th, right?
I think I was the only one that said I was going to get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was mistaken.
That's right.
What do you think of it?
Oh, I love it. It is such a great time to be a Star Wars fan. Like with Mandalorian and
the Mando Jedi, is so awesome.
Like both of them are just such old school fucking Star Wars. I love it. Like this is a perfect time. I hope fucking Episode 9 is good, because that would be the trifecta.
It's JJ, man. He can do no wrong.
I mean, 7 wasn't the best. Like,
good though. Yeah, it was better than.
Poor guy, man. Did you hear what George Lucas said about Episode 7?
Oh yeah. He takes some shit.
That's sad. That's sad. He's a fanboy, you know. Like grew up. That was his hero.
I know.
Anyway, so yeah, I played a little Red Dead as well, trying to get back to where I was on the Xbox, which I'm nearing. I think I need to get my old horse, the Arabian, and a satchel, and then I think I caught up. I think.
Nice.
And then I'll continue to do that story. And then a lot of PUBG Mobile. I got my friends hooked on it now too, and we play matches every once in a while. I even stream it. Like, oh, dude, I'm killing it. I'm like Neo in that game. Like, like people get the jump on me, and I just turn around, and you're like dead. Like, it's just, I love it. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Right.
What were
Fair
you guys?
enough.
What have you been playing?
Selden?
Been playing a crap ton of games since I last was on the show. I'm just going to run through them real quick. Borderlands, The Outer Worlds, Lonely Mountain Downhill, Pandemic, Munchkin, Pogo, Wizards Unite, Stormland in VR, and been playing a crap ton of Minecraft Earth.
Wow. You're that guy.
So,
Yeah.
I've just been bouncing all over the place. Tell you the truth also that, the xCloud has put so many games in my hands at any point, and I'm just loving that too. So
Nice. Very nice.
I can't sign up for that xCloud.
Yeah, it's not for Apple devices yet. It's only for the Androidians.
Not in Canada either.
you can't get in the dashboard update thing for Canada. So it's hit, man. It's beautiful, man. It's either the console streaming or the xCloud. They've done a top-notch job, and
show it up here.
it's you're gonna love it when it comes, man. You're gonna love it when it comes. So
I love when Hit says something mean because it comes out of left field. He's so nice. He's Canadian. Obviously, that's why he told you to shove it up your ass. Oh, all right. Well,
all right, what about you, Derek?
I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Play with Mr. GBMS and Jan, and we're having a good time in that. I've been playing a lot of Borderlands 3 with Tiff and Mr. GBMS. So once she goes to bed, then we switch over to Modern Warfare. Played the back-to-back Wizards Unite events in Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Pokemon Go, I'm just phoning it at this point. I do the bare minimum every day. I catch them on, and I spin a stop, and that's about it. And Toon Blast is my time killer when I'm on the couch doing something else. So, but yeah, fucking Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a fantastic fucking game, and for somehow I'm pretty fucking awesome at it, and usually in the top of the leaderboard. So I'm not going to complain at all. Like, it's one thing to have fun playing a game, but when you play a game and you're consistently at the top of the leaderboard, it's even better. So.
Yeah, I was looking at that, and they did come out with a sale on Black Friday for it, but it's only for like the Elite Edition, so it drops the $89.99 one down to $79 or something like that. So I just don't know if I can pull the trigger on that yet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. Well, on that, why don't we hop on over into the new releases? There's only one new release out this week, and it's Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts. Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Does anybody play this series of games here?
Negative.
Nope.
All right, then we're not even going to go into details because it blows.
Oh, I don't know if it blows. Just don't play it.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree. I cannot judge it fairly. All right, on that, why don't we jump on over into gaming news? Does anybody have a story they want to jump on?
Well, I want to bring up a story because I feel like it belongs on here, even though there's a story that kind of mentions it, so I'll bring that one up.
Okay.
Half-Life Alyx was announced last week by Valve. It's the sequel to Half-Life. I think it's between 1 and 2.
It's between 1 and 2, yep.
And it's all VR. And I'm super excited.
Me too.
This has been, 15 years?
Oh, at least.
Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I didn't think it was actually going to ever happen. This is why I'm so excited. I think we may have, predicted this at some point over the last few years.
We predicted Half-Life 3 in VR.
Right.
So we were close.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But today's news story, because that was last week when we didn't have a show, that Half-Life Alyx?
I'm going to say Alex, yeah, because it's
Alex,
the girl from Half-Life 1.
I never knew how to say her name.
Okay.
It needs more than a VR headset. It also needs 12 gigabytes of RAM.
I got that covered.
I got that covered, but that's pretty high.
That's the highest that's hit Steam on anything, right?
Yeah. I have 32 gigs of RAM, so I have no problem there. Even the graphics card requirements were fairly lofty, not exceptionally so, but more than you would expect for like that. This is not like to play at max settings.
This is minimum. So what
this
are
is minimum.
What are the recommended?
Yeah, this is pretty busty, to say the least.
I mean,
Yeah, because it's minimum's 1060. I got a 1070. I got 16 gigs of RAM, so I'm gonna have to drop some more memory into it. But it's definitely pushing the border on what people have. I think so.
Yeah. Plus, you're gonna need a because your VR headset's a standalone, right?
No, I got the Rift. So
that's right. You got the other. Yeah. Okay. So you're good with the headset.
Yeah, I'm good with the headset. So, but you got to pick up one, and we were talking a little bit about it earlier in the week. So
I gotta pick one up too. I gotta pick up something new.
I'm probably gonna pick up the Index more than likely. For a couple of reasons. After doing some research, I feel like it's the most powerful. It has the high refresh rate on the screen, the goggles, and I feel like the other point. I feel like it was designed. Alex Half-Life is designed for that headset, so
that is probably the reference headset they're using. Yes.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I might go down that road. Looked into some other games that I might try out on Steam. Some of them stood out to me. It's what's that space one called again? No Man's Sky. And there's that Rick and Morty creator guy. Game. Yeah, I want to try that out. And so I'll still be able to play games if it's not just Half-Life. So I think I might go that route.
Nice.
We'll see. It's in March, right? So the game comes out in March. We've got lots of time to figure it out.
Especially for a guy that said he wasn't into VR and was never going to buy it. This is impressive.
So after my birthday, I did a VR survival thing. We talk about it offline. This is like zombie thing, like I think Call of Duty zombie mode, the original, where they're breaking in, you gotta repair and shit. So I did that for my birthday, and like ever since then, like I totally love VR. Like I didn't get sick. I think they were using Oculus Rifts, like the newest versions. And like everything was awesome. So that was like a test for me to see if I could actually do high-end VR. Because in the past, like the PlayStation VR got me really sick.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the type of game. Like if you're playing Beat Saber on PlayStation VR, it's fine. And Beat Saber's a great game. Don't get me wrong.
I just think it's the power. Like it's low frame
rate. It's low res.
Yeah, low res. Like it's all that stuff just like combined just made me like super sick. My friends still make fun of me about it.
I mean, I still get motion sick on my Rift S, and it's just that's why we talked earlier this week. If it wasn't such a huge jump in money wise to go from the Rift S to the Oculus to the HTC or the Index, I probably would have done it, but it was just a little bit out of my price range at that point. So,
if you were to upgrade, what would you do with your current?
I would
just say, why don't you just sell your current one and then use that money towards getting the next one? Because I'm sure someone would buy that.
I already
Yaunt.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure some people out there, but it's still good for right now, and I'll definitely give Alex a try.
If you want to buy Selden's Oculus,
now
write in and give us an offer, and we'll see. Maybe it'll be enough to convince him. Maybe it'll be like, oh no, see, I told you, I'm not gonna get enough money.
This is the yard sale portion of the show.
Yeah, so write in everybody who wants his Oculus.
But now look, I'm already locked into the Oculus storefront, so I already bought games there. If I get rid of my Oculus, I'm out.
Oh, this sounds like Stadia all over again.
Oh, I thought there was something that broke these games free from their individual stores.
The Oculus store is still exclusive to Oculus. I don't think any of the other headsets can play on the Oculus store, but they have opened the Oculus up to play on the Steam store if you want. You just have to have two clients running at the same time, basically, though.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm excited for this game, and this may be the game that gets that to our house, and then there was going to be a PSVR in this house until they announced that there's a next-gen one coming for the PlayStation 5, so we're holding off on that. We'll pick that one up at that time, and then there's going to be multiple VR headsets in this house. So
I do hope that Stormland just released it like last week or the week before for the Oculus, and that's a great game. I've been playing that a little bit too. It's so you're so sucked into the game and everything like that, and it's awesome. And but it's just on the Oculus Store. Hopefully it comes over to Steam eventually. But
it seems like ever since you got your VR headset, your game budget has gone up by 1,000%. Like you literally have a new VR game every week.
Well, they're not super expensive, the VR games, so.
Yeah.
And I usually wait for them to show up on sale before I get them, but.
Fair enough. All right.
Jeez, we got a lot of stories to choose from.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to take one that is fucked up. Battleborn is shutting down and will be completely unplayable. So if everyone remembers Battleborn, it launched the same time as Overwatch and was shadowed by it. And 2K has now said, hey, we're going to shut everything down. And because it's an online game, in 2021, your shit's not going to play anymore. That's...
I'm sure those 8 people are going to be sad.
Well, there's I know it seems like we don't know anyone that plays it, but there is a community that went behind this because that was their style of, it was like MOBA meets class-based character game kind of thing. And
what Overwatch wants to do with 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, basically. I don't know. I feel bad for the people that are playing this game, but if anyone has ever played an EA game or a 2K game, go tell me how well you do going to play back like Madden 2013 right now, because it doesn't work. All of these things, like it's planned obsolescence and they fuck you, and it's not a surprise, and I feel bad, and I wanted to love this game at the time. I think I have 4 Battleborn shirts that I got at various events. And it was fun until I played Overwatch. And then I played Overwatch for a long time, then Overwatch was no longer fun. But
I played Battleborn at multiple events back to back, and it was fucking boring. I remember being there just being like, what are we doing right now? Let's get out of here. I think at one point we just got up and left. Let's go to another game.
And that was my first experience with Battleborn at one of the PAXs. And then once they had like kind of fixed up the gameplay and you understood what the game was about, it became a much more competitive game, but it still wasn't something I was going to buy. But it doesn't change the fact that I feel bad for these guys. So.
Yeah. Anytime they shut something down that you've invested so much time and money into, it sucks. But it just, financially, I don't think that I can see any issue with them shutting it down at this point. So.
I wish that some of these games had less connection to some requirement. Like it's not just some generic servers that are being fired up on the back end, because then you can leave these things around forever. It's shutting stuff down it's not a good customer facing solution.
But we did it to ourselves by accepting multiplayer only games. Once we allowed them as an industry to create these multiplayer only games and got rid of the single player and the standalone, it was only a matter of time before these became very time-limited titles in such a way.
Yeah, well, I hear you. I don't know.
They'll find something new and shiny to play with. They'll be fine.
All right, next story.
I'll grab one. The new Borderlands 3 story DLC releases next month. We can continue playing Borderlands 3 starting next month, as it looks like Moxxi's Heist of the Handsome Jackpot is coming out on December 19th. The DLC is the final piece of the Borderlands 3 post-launch content schedule for 2019. So it looks like we're getting it right before Christmas, get us through there, and everything will be good.
I'm excited for that. I like story. I know it's only like a level 13 story, but it scales up to your level. So I know Hit hates Borderlands, but I've been enjoying the shit out of Borderlands. So
yeah, I've been going through the true Vault Hunter mode. It's just it's even better. It's just the challenge is there all the time.
That's what we're doing. True Vault Hunter and Mayhem at the same time, and it's a good time. And Hit just hates it. He doesn't care. Shaking his head, not loving it. But yeah, I'm all for more content in that game, and I loved the content in all the previous Borderlands games, and it just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming, and how can you complain? No one wants to just not keep coming. It was a low-hanging joke, and I went there.
So bad. Anyways.
All right.
Next story.
Man spends $1.4 million on game character, which his friend then accidentally sold for only $552. All right. Before we even get into this story, who the fuck is spending $1.4 million on a game character? Even back when I was a WoW addict and you could buy gold and everything else, I don't know anyone that spent $1 million fucking dollars on a game. So just to give you guys the rundown, this dude in this shitty MMORPG Justice Online built up this insane character for $1.4 million where he paid to win. Then he lent the character to his buddy. The buddy was like, I'm holding this out until you pay me $55,000. And then he was like, I'm not paying you. That's my shit. Give it back, buddy. And then, so that guy was like, fuck you. I'm listing online for people to buy. But then he's an idiot and typed it wrong. Instead of selling for $55,000, he sold it for $552. And then the guy whose character it was took him to court. And long story short, he got the character back, but he has to pay the damages to the player that bought the character for $550. So he owed like 12 G's to that other guy. But which I guess if you already spent 1.4 million, what's another 12 G's?
Yeah, he just bought his way back.
Yeah, he paid $12,000 to buy his way back.
This just sets a bad example. He paid
this
to
was
win
all
in the game, and then he paid to win to get his account back.
It's all paid.
It's all pay to win for this guy.
This is all over in China too, right? Is it China?
Yeah, it's in China, yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Why would anyone ever spend, like, I like a lot of games. I've loved certain games. I loved UT. I loved Halo and Halo 2. I loved World of Warcraft when I was addicted to that. But I would never pay more than $1 million for a video game. Unless I was actually buying the rights for that video game. Yes, unless I was buying Halo. Like, this is fucked up, right? Like, if we... this story has me saying, what the fuck? Like... who and why?
I'd be pissed if I spent $50 on a character, let you borrow it, and you sold it for something. I don't know. I would be on suicide watch if I spent that much and you sold it for $550.
Oh, that's insane.
That's crazy.
What's the most you guys have ever spent on a game? Like for like add-ons or buying gold or DLC purchases, or anything to that effect?
The Halo series, maybe all the DLC I bought for that, but that's a drop in the bucket.
Like back when we used to buy the map packs and everything else, yeah. That's probably.
I don't know.
I freaked out. My kid one of those early iPad games where you could just touch something like farmland or something like that. My kid was playing around with it when he was like 2 years old and bought $100 item, and I freaked out. I was like, "Fuck!" So
I mean, Halo 1 on itself was like expensive to play. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You had to buy the Xbox and the game. Like, the Xbox was a lot of money when it came out.
Yeah, but you didn't.
No, that's just
you weren't going to buy the Xbox no matter what.
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't buy the Xbox until I played Halo. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah.
Like,
no, see, I've always bought everything, so I already had that. It was like it was a no-brainer. But
Microsoft made a gaming console. What is this? What's this Halo game you're talking about? I played it and like never looked back.
Halo 1 was so sweet.
It was.
I remember playing with Xbox Connect and all these other services that bridged your network with other people over the internet so you could play LAN play online, and it was a different beast. But Yeah, I don't know if that's the
That's
same scale of money as this. Like, I think Selden probably hit it with the Halo 2 map packs are probably the most we ever spent on a single game for recurring DLC because we paid for every map or every map pack.
And I'm not a guy that plays Barbie dress up and has to buy all the cosmetics and stuff like that. So the game companies aren't getting a lot of money from me for those sort of things. But I know a lot of people drop a lot of cash on that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I'd say I probably dropped on Pokemon Go maybe $60 over the years, but I felt like I got enough enjoyment out of that game to warrant giving them back some money because, it's I enjoyed the game, but I think the one I spent the most on was probably Halo 2, and it was probably on the order of, those map packs were like $30, and you bought 5 of them, 6 of them, so that's like $180.
Halo 2, no.
Yeah.
They didn't have season passes, so you had to buy every DLC by itself.
Every map
I
pack
think it was like $10, and then you could buy the disc that had everything on it and just pass it around to all your friends.
I thought those map packs were like $30, but maybe they were $10.
They were like $10, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it equals up to, like, I think they had enough packs that it equaled up to
a $60 disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is I've never spent $1.4 million on a game.
Oh God, no.
I know I've spent some money on Minecraft for my kids when they wanted different stuff for that, like the different mods and stuff like that. But still, once again, I don't think I'm over like $100 on mods for that.
You definitely didn't reach the $1 million mark.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, no, okay, all right, just making sure. All right.
Pokemon Go. How much have you spent on Pokemon Go?
I've only used through the Android. You got the Google Reward Survey, so I've earned money by taking surveys, and I've just spent that. So I've not spent any of my own cash on that. So,
but it's still cash.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm maybe $30-$40 of the Google Rewards. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually don't know how much I spent in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
With a combination of earning gold and buying, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to just, unless I go back through receipts to find out.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. No, you just can't look. You just got to pretend it was $5 and move on. All right, next story. All right, I'll take one.
All right, go ahead.
It's been playing PUBG Mobile. Call of Duty Mobile brings back controller support with some changes. So people were loving Call of Duty Mobile. People were using controllers. They were kicking ass because you could use Xbox or PlayStation controller Bluetooth. All of a sudden, one day, it magically disappeared from the game. And now it's back. But they've segregated the two communities. So if you're playing with a controller, you can only play.
Oh, man.
If you're playing with the touchscreen, you're playing with the touchscreen people. But
Such bullshit, man.
I don't know. I'd rather play Call of Duty Mobile than PUBG Mobile because it's not a fucking battle shit owl. But I don't know. I think that this bring controllers to phones and iPads and everything else. I think it's a great bridge for people that don't have a real console.
It's only a matter of time before they get keyboard and mouse support too.
A Bluetooth keyboard and mouse to your fucking iPad, yeah, or your phone. It's even weirder on the phone. Yeah. Well, I guess they do have Bluetooth keyboards for your phone, so I guess it's not that big a jump. But
Then the game changes.
Unfortunately, PUBG does not have controller support, so I'm jealous.
You seem to have no problem with the screen.
No, but
I believe you called yourself Neo.
I want to be more than Neo.
I'm fucking Neo, motherfuckers. I'm fucking Neo in this bitch.
I believe in that game.
So yeah, no, I'm all happy for these mobile versions of games that I love. So, all right, next story.
I'll grab one. Pay Money Wooby. Is that how you say it? Makes a Mixer an irresistible offer after his Twitch ban.
I don't know if it's irresistible.
It's definitely resistible. He reached out after his ban saying that he'll come over to Mixer for $5 million for 5 years after his suspension November 15th. His suspension has since been released, but he still has the offer on the table. But I don't know. He's not a gamer. He's one of the in real life talk streamers. Is that what I get?
Yeah, he's an IRL guy.
Yeah.
I don't think
What's
he's
his
worth
following?
5 million.
Yeah, what's his phone? I never heard of this guy.
He's
5
got
mil? Who are
He's got
you, Ninja?
getting 200,000 followers as of November 23rd, and he's cracking almost 11,000 subs on November 24th when he came back from his ban. I just read through it.
The main guys hover around 40, 50 subs.
yeah.
He was just saying that Mixer's doing a great job of picking people, but he claims that Mixer's missing out on the biggest audience on Twitch, which is the IRL streamers and stuff like that. So
Do they even have an in real life section on Mixer?
they have the musicians section. I know that, but I don't know if they have.
Oh yeah, well,
Who gives a shit about that? we're in what section did we put ourselves in? We're in
talk
the
shows?
or was that Twitch that we were in talk shows? Are we in talk shows on Mixer too?
I think so.
Web show.
Live shows. That's what it is.
Web show.
Web
Alright, so
shows.
so that would be the same as.
Yeah, I guess he would be in our same category. We'd be competing with him. So I'm glad he's not here.
You think so? No, I don't think we'd be competing with him. No.
You know, Patches O'Smiley is like, Microsoft has the money to grind away to everybody else, and they absolutely do. Like,
No, this is not gonna work. One, I don't think he's big enough, and two, this is the worst way to go about negotiating a contract with Microsoft.
by throwing your balls on the table and being like,
professionally, this
"Suck
is
it."
Very not professional.
But Microsoft does have the means to pay lots of people to come.
But they're gonna go after a guy that like publicly states he wants 5 mil. Like, oh fuck you! Like, this is not gonna work. This is not the way you negotiate
he got
a
5
contract.
even if he's like, even if Microsoft's like, we'll give you 200,000, and he's like, thank you so much. That's way more than I'm getting now. Then everyone's gonna think you got the 5 mil, so you can't do it.
Like, if you were a ninja, maybe that's how you would negotiate a contract. But no, this guy, I don't know. He's not big enough.
These guys drop their balls on the table and be like, pay me. This guy, I've never even heard of this fucking guy until this news
Do
story.
you think this guy's bigger or less or bigger than Prodigy?
I'm going to say smaller than Rob.
Yeah, I think he's smaller than Rob.
I think this guy's a British guy, so maybe he's big with his British audience, but yeah, no, I'd rather see Rob get taken care of than these assholes. So, and Rob's already over, so who knows?
Do any of you guys watch the IRL streamers or the talk show streamers like that?
I'm going to tell you something controversial. I don't watch any streamers.
Well, I watch some game streamers, but
That explains a lot.
I've never really got into the talk show guys that are just sitting around talking to the cam. It feels creepy, like cam girl creepy type thing. So
no, the only things I watch are shows like our show. I'll watch people do a show, but I don't want to watch someone play. I don't want to watch someone walk around a restaurant and jerk off. Like, I don't want any of those things. Like, I'd rather watch people talk about video games in a structured format and do up a nice show. So that's the kind of stuff I'll watch. But
plus, I don't think Microsoft is going after guys that are getting banned from Twitch.
Yeah, like this.
I think they're looking for the
professional. Like,
yeah.
No, there's a reason why they got banned.
Yeah, he gets banned. He already has a bad reputation, and he publicly demands like, oh man.
Yeah, let's pick up the guy that's having problems. Let's pick up the ex-con. Yes, nobody says that. Nobody wants to hire like the shitbirds. You want your cream of the crop. You want your ninjas. Ninja's a fucking good guy. Like, that guy is genuine. Like, granted, he plays video games. He does this and he does that. But he's a genuinely fucking good guy. And he goes out there. He does shit for charity. He does shit for all this other stuff. Like, that's who you want on your service. You don't want the guy that's getting banned week after week after week. And granted, Ninja had his own problems early on. Ninja said some slurs and some other shit back in the day, and he owned them and went back on them. And whether people forgave him or not, apparently so. But yeah, you don't need people like this. I think is what it boils down to. So
I just think it would be funny if Twitch is like, you know what? Fine, you're gone from us. And then Microsoft doesn't pick them up.
No. You never know.
Yeah.
All right, next story.
All right, I'll grab the next one. Xbox currently has no plans for xCloud exclusives, though it has been discussed. This is
I'm a
from
fan of that.
Gamma Sutra. What, of exclusives?
No, I'm a fan of no exclusives. That's what Celt's bullshit service tried to do.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I also agree. I think this is good news.
Yeah, I want Project X Cloud. I want to stream shit to my other devices I'm not actually even sure when I want it, but I like to know that it exists. I think is what it boils down to. But yeah,
I hate all exclusives. Like the Destiny exclusive stuff was dumb. Like I fucking hated that. I'm glad they're not doing that with this.
Well, at least Call of Duty, like this time around, despite PlayStation is the home of Call of Duty, the PlayStation exclusive thing in Call of Duty is in a sub mode of a mode in the game, and then within that, there's a sub mode that's the PlayStation exclusive. It is literally the least that they could have given PlayStation and still called an exclusive. So I feel like at least Call of Duty's moving in the right direction, but yeah, I don't know.
They do that with the next Destiny or Halo or whatever they're. Well, Destiny.
Halo's always exclusive because it's Microsoft.
Sorry. I meant Destiny. So
yeah.
The exclusive stuff's gonna go away because of basically one thing: crossplay. Like that is the killer.
Crossplay and platform agnostics. Yep. You play
Microsoft
what you have. So, and I guess going back on Altius's question, that's really the differentiator. If every platform has every game, where are you going to play it?
Where your friends are.
Where your friends are.
You know what I was thinking about Project xCloud? You know how they say you can turn your Xbox into a server?
Yeah. You can stream your ship.
You think you'd be able to turn your PC into a server?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah, because like you play Xbox games on it, like.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
And I wonder, like, you know what I mean? Like, would that be a better option? Like, that'd be fucking crazy. No?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I don't. I mean, the Xbox console streaming right now, I don't see any issue with them bringing that over to the PC.
No.
Right.
It looks like it would work fine from what I'm looking at an outsider from.
Yeah. And they've had that streaming from the Xbox to PCs across your LAN since the beginning. There was a long time before I had the games case where if Tiff and I wanted to play in the same room, I streamed from an Xbox down here to my laptop upstairs with a controller and I did all of the Destiny raids and had no problems doing them using that system. And I was pretty competent. I wasn't Selden's down. I wasn't that guy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Destiny 1.
Destiny 1, yeah.
Yes,
I don't know if I should say something.
Playing with you and you suck shit.
Basically.
No.
Basically. And actually, the reason why I asked is I kind of remember this. I remember one time you kept dying over and over, and then you said something about the Project Games case, and I was like, please tell me you're not playing on a games case right now.
No. The games case was fine. It was playing using the game streaming from the Xbox to the PC.
Yeah. And I'm like, please tell me you're not playing like that right now. We're in a fucking raid right now.
Yeah. No, that issue was a Wi-Fi issue. As soon as I plugged in the laptop, that issue went away, and no one was ever the wiser. So.
Oh, we were the wiser.
No, you weren't.
There's a reason why I stopped raiding with you after that.
Oh! That's just because you're an elitist dick!
I want to complete the raid.
All right, next story. I'll take one. Xbox One update helps you buy the games your friends are playing. This seems like a no-brainer, but it's kind of a cool ingress into, like, you see a friend playing a game, you see them post something on their feed, you see them streaming it, and it instantly can take you there. And if it's a game you already have that you deleted, you can re-download it again. So this is just like a small, simple UI thing that Microsoft has done that I think is something that was missing from, like, think about when you go try to reinstall something on your Xbox. It's a pain in the fucking ass. So A tiny feature, but a useful feature.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, but I think Microsoft totally didn't steal, but borrowed this from the Google Stadia presser a year ago, because that's one of the big features that Google was touting, is that if you're looking at a YouTube video, you can just push a button and you can just start playing it right away.
So you know that Microsoft didn't even watch the Google Stadia presser, right?
They did.
No, you were the one viewer when it was like one viewer online.
No,
and
because
it's like, and it's like Sultan 007 liked your videos, Sultan 007 liked your videos.
now there was stories the day after of Microsoft coming like, okay, we got to start this cloud thing right now. They knew it was coming, and Stadia put out a lot of great ideas. They failed miserably on delivering what they were supposed to.
Oh, I guess what we didn't talk about since our last show is that Selden, our resident Stadia expert, Selden, how is your Stadia?
It's not my Stadia because I canceled the pre-order 5 days before it released after the Reddit Ask Me Anything.
Captain Android canceled his Stadia pre-order? I'm saying this like I don't know it, but I'm just doing this for you, audience, because it is glorious. Selden's mouth is so wrapped around Google's dick. It's not even funny. And if he canceled his Stadia pre-order, like this is like dogs and cats living together in harmony. Like,
I'm still all for the technology. I'm all for the promises Google made, but they failed miserably on delivering 99% of what they were promising, in my opinion. And after their Ask Me Anything on Reddit, like
the joke AMA,
it was like, oh my god. The only thing that came out of this was that they committed to delivering a Stadia controller to somebody in the Los Angeles area the morning of the release date. Everything else was they totally blew it with that Ask Me Anything. And it just goes on with our next story. Google responds to claims it misled consumers over Stadia launch performance.
Oh,
Google has responded
surprise.
to accusations it deceived consumers by making false promises about the performance of the Stadia titles. As reported by Eurogamer, the company has been called out by journalists and consumers for claiming that key titles would support 4K 60 frames per second gameplay at launch, when in reality, they missed the mark. They missed the mark.
It's all 1080p up-res.
Don't say.
Did they miss the mark?
Say.
Did they miss the mark, Captain Android?
I'm thinking they missed the mark. There was a lot of features that they're still developing, but they, as a lot of people said,
are you making excuses for them?
They shouldn't have put this out, and this will go down as one of the most epic video game or any kind of debuts ever, because they failed on so many levels.
This makes E.T. look like the best Atari 2600 game ever.
But if they continue to develop and continue on the path that they want to, I think that they can turn out a good quality product, but they shouldn't have sold this as a release. They should have sold this as a paid beta.
Oh.
And
I'm still apologizing for them.
I'm excited about the technology. I'm excited about what's going to come. You can see what they can have in 6 months by looking at what Xbox has released.
Already? After Xbox invented it? After they announced what they were going to do?
Absolutely. If just playing on xCloud, I love xCloud. xCloud is so smooth. It's so clean. The gameplay is nice. And it's such a good quality product for what it is right now. And it's a beta, It's a limited release.
Are you allowed to talk about it?
Yeah. I looked through all the terms of service.
Because I don't hear anyone else talking about it. So
the only one that talks about it.
I reached out to them, and they got back to me and said, "Yeah, you can talk about it." They don't see anything in the terms of services that says you can't. So,
I guess we're testing this. Yeah, because literally Selden is the only guy that I've heard talk. Maybe because Selden's the only guy with an Android phone.
Probably.
Yeah, that might be it.
Could be it. Yeah. If this thing was out for fucking iOS, boom. People were like, boom, it's streaming live for iOS, boom, Project xCloud. But
I'm hoping to see it expand soon. I think that we just need to get more people into it, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I know. If only they had targeted a phone that wasn't geared for 7-year-old girls.
Wow.
So, yeah, I said it. I'll say it again.
But anyways, next story. Go.
Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer spinoff may have microtransactions. PS5 and Xbox Scarlet under consideration. So the story title is shitty, but
What
really
game doesn't have microtransactions?
well, because part of what Cyberpunk 2077 said was that their game was not going to have microtransactions. But now
That was the single player.
yes, so now by making a multiplayer spin-off,
They're half-lifing it.
then they can fucking double down on the microtransactions.
They're half-lifing it, right?
Yeah.
Counter-Strike, Portal, all that shit. Team Fortress.
And it's nice to see that it's coming for next-gen consoles, because that's the only thing that was throwing me off about fucking Cyberpunk. It was either like you're buying it on PC, or why would you buy it on a console that's on its way out the door? Right? Like, I'm definitely getting this game. I've played this game now.
I have it pre-ordered.
I've probably played 20 hours of this game at various events over the last 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
20 hours?
Yeah. Like, your E3 appointment for Cyberpunk is 2 hours.
That means you have to do 10 more of those appointments.
No, and then... okay, all right. So, all right. So I'll
I'm like,
spin
wait,
this
how
back.
many fucking interviews did you get?
I'll spin this back. All right. So I've probably played 10 hours. of this.
Backpedaling.
Yes, I'll backpedal.
And Chip was with him, so there's the other 10.
So I've played 10 hours of this game, which is more than anyone in this show has played. Correct?
That is correct. I haven't
Yeah.
played a single second of it.
Hit, how much have you played?
I refuse to play this game. There's no way I'm playing this game.
You're not even going to get this game?
No, I'm gonna get it. That's when I'll play it.
Oh, you just
Everyone-
want
we feel like, I
spoilers.
feel like I've seen already too much.
Okay. Well, I'll say, here's the funny thing, is everything I played, none of it had the Keanu stuff.
Okay.
Because it all was builds prior to that, or it was things that I can't talk about that came after that. But this game is so high on my radar. The only thing that was missing, and I brought up multiple times in our E3 appointments, were that why is there no multiplayer for a game like this? And
Because they're half-lifing it.
yeah, yes, that's our new verb, half-lifing it.
No, when a game comes out and they split up their components into their own games.
Okay, yeah. I guess that,
Counter-Strike was the
CS, yeah,
multiplayer
did that
of
too. Yep.
Half-Life, yeah.
But yeah, I'm not surprised there's going to be microtransactions in the multiplayer stuff. That's not the big deal. I think the biggest takeaway from this story is that they've actually said something about, hey, we want to get this on the next gen consoles, because the consoles we're about to sell you this on are ones that are not going to be in existence much longer. So, I don't know. I'm excited.
Do you guys have this game pre-ordered?
No.
Not this one pre-ordered, no. Because I'm still not sure what platform I'm buying it on. I was hoping that I was going to be able to pick it up not at release and pick it up for the next-gen Xbox.
You
But
are
that-
not going to get this and wait? Really?
It's a single-player game, and I've played through 10 hours of the game that I can talk about.
Right. That sounds crazy to me.
Okay.
I'm playing the shit out of this game in fucking April.
Okay. I'm trying to work around things that I said that were almost bad.
So what have you been playing, Derek?
Like, all I'm saying is that I've seen a lot of this game, and
You have?
yeah, from the 10 hours I played at the E3.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yes.
Right.
So, oh my God, why are you putting me this spot in episode 420? Like, I'm taking advantage of things.
But he hasn't played the part with Keanu yet, so.
At E3.
At E3.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
So
go.
all I'm saying is that I am content to wait and play through this in its entirety again at some point in the future if I can get it on my next-gen Xbox. Because I would rather this be an Xbox game than a PC game. I love my PC, don't get me wrong, but
But you don't use it as a game.
No, I use it for games when I have to,
Right.
or when that's the only place that I can. No, I'm stopping that sentence too.
Right.
So yeah, all right. Next story.
I think we're out of
Wow.
stories.
I can't.
Unbelievable.
I can't fuck this up.
Unbelievable.
All I know is that CD Projekt Red and Tool to Play are really good friends, and we love each other. So I love those guys. Good guys. Good guys.
All right.
Do we
last
have any
story?
more stories?
Oh yeah, last story. Nobody
for it.
wants it.
Nah.
Selden,
Nah.
you got it. All right, I'll take it then. Fuck you guys.
We don't have to do every story.
Oh well, this one is good because we like to see when people move away from Twitch. Twitch loses another top streamer, this time to Facebook. So this time it's Disguised Toast. I don't watch this guy. Never saw him.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of them.
Neither have I, but he moved from Twitch to Facebook Gaming. And this is becoming a recurring theme of people moving away from Twitch and
Oh, he's a lead
on their
guy.
own accord. So when do you think Twitch is going to change? Like, let's not talk about him individually. Like, we don't give a shit about this asshole that we've never heard of. But when is Twitch going to make some sort of change because of this big migration away from them? Or are they just so arrogant that they just pretend that this is no big deal?
But what can they do? Like, what are they? What can they do?
I guess more revenue sharing. I guess.
But is it a money thing or is it something else?
I think it's got to be a money thing, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So if you were a popular Twitch streamer, what would drive you away from Twitch? If you were Ninja making $1 million a month on Twitch, what could pull you away from Twitch?
Opportunities, new what's it called? New viewers, like new fresh
Eyes?
yeah, fresh eyes, not the same stagnant eyes always watching him on Twitch. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
opportunities, like what can the other places offer that Twitch can't offer them anymore?
Yeah. Like literally, Ninja could be first to act on
Like, look
all
at-
kinds of Microsoft. They could give him Microsoft titles in advance and let
yeah,
him
like, look
play.
at all the stuff that Ninja's getting. Like, he's got the connection with Xbox now. Like,
Yeah.
he was on that TV show. Like things were moving on for him. Like, he wasn't just a streamer anymore. He was branching out and getting known to new viewers, new environments, everything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, how often do you go to Twitch? To be honest, right now,
barely,
Hardly ever.
barely ever. How often do you watch Mixer content that shows up on your Xbox that you're already on?
I mean,
Barely ever.
most of my watching streams are on my. Like, I watch it on my browser.
I know you're watching on Mixer or on Twitch.
Yeah, usually Mixer.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
So what was your sea change? What brought your viewing? Then forget the streaming side. So what brought your viewing side to Mixer instead of Twitch?
Well, I think it goes hand in hand because I stream on Mixer. I mingle around Mixer. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I like their site more than I like Twitch's.
I do too.
I like all their features, like FTL. It
Yeah.
looks cleaner. Sparks.
Sparks. Sparks.
The effects, like, so, all the stuff's kind of cool.
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Like I just don't know what it takes to push this to the next level. Like I just don't know.
Like, I wonder with a lot of those guys that have been leaving recently, like how many of them are just looking for a change? Like they've just been in the same spot for too long. And
Well, that's what Ninja said. He felt like it was
he felt like if he didn't go on and do stuff, the same stuff over and over and over, that his audience instantly disappears and everything else. And I guess that's part of, at least for the big boys, like having a contract with Mixer where you're putting out content, but it's not tied to you doing the same stupid thing every day over and fucking. Like, imagine how boring it would get to stream Fortnite every fucking day.
Well, he does it.
but he changes it up. He does other stuff too.
Yeah, but he still plays a lot of Fortnite.
Because he's really good at it.
He likes it though. Like, he likes that game. You can tell he likes it.
I see a lot of the guys moving over because of the money. But I know that just listening to a lot of these guys, I think that a lot of them are fed up with Twitch and their questionable terms of service, if you want to say it. Like they seem to ban people for different things. There's different levels of how they seem very selective in what they do to certain people and not against the others. So
like Shroud, I think Shroud left to come to Mixer because not only because of the money, but like the technology and the opportunities. Like he can now stream at 10,000 bit rate, like FTL 1000 bit rate. Like his stream looks way more beautiful than it ever did on Twitch. He's like that. Like we're somewhere in that way where like we try to go for the top of the line everything.
Nope.
And I think that's why he left. Goliathan, I don't think he left because of the money. I don't actually think he got that much money, but I think he left because it fit his community more. He wanted to get new eyes, opportunities. Like he's more involved with Xbox and Destiny and stuff. So a lot of things are opening up for him that way. That's what I think. I don't know if that's all true, but that's what I think.
That's at least the vibe that it's giving out. Yeah, that's like, kind of how I feel about it too.
Courage left Twitch to go to YouTube because he wanted to do different content. He wanted to do more like YouTube style videos. Yeah. So I think it's a matter of things being stagnant. Like all those guys were on Twitch for so long. Like
you're picking all these big name guys. Like, not that Rob's not big, Prodigy, but because he's a friend of ours, we kind of see him as like a real person. But he switched a long time ago too.
Yeah, he switched it for all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's obviously where people are going. Some people are stuck in their ruts, and I can just keep doing the same damn thing over and over and over, and I keep making the money. But I don't know what the right answer is. It's I think we're going to see more and more of this happen, and whether it's to Mixer or whether it's to YouTube gaming, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as people are finding an audience in a new spot and it's not Twitch, I think that Twitch was the only game in town for so long that they dictated such stringent terms on their deals that you couldn't do anything else. Like, think about when we wanted to stream on Twitch and Mixer, and we were partners, and we couldn't. So we had to be like, oh, sorry, yeah, I guess we'll just stream on Twitch until we decided, fuck that, and we streamed on Mixer. So, I don't know. I guess time will tell.
And not to say we're a little guy, but there is no reason they should be picking on the little guy that's streaming on two platforms. Like, we weren't generating revenue like mad on both platforms.
No.
So.
They can still show an ad on Mr. One View and Mr. A Million Views. Like, they're still getting ad revenue from that, and they're still showing ads, so fuck them. All right. Well, if any news stories you want to talk about next week in that episode, the Cyber Monday episode, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@toolplay.com. You can also comment on this episode's thread on the Tool to Play homepage. And sponsors, we used to have them. Used to be Netflix and GoDaddy back in the day. Then we had all kinds of other sponsors over the years, but right now we have none. So if you want to be that sponsor, our key go-to sponsor, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@toolplay.com. You tell us what you're selling. We'll tell you you're going to pay us. We'll sell it. You pay us. Boom. Done. Twitter us up
You can find everything Toolplayer at twitter.com/tool2play, everything podcast at twitter.com/still_got_game. I, king of the internet, got everything. It's fucking holy on twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at twitter.com/IsaacSitman.
And I'm at twitter.com/Selden007.
Facebook the fuck out of me and Selden. I'm at Facebook. Tool to Play's at facebook.com/tool2play. I'm at facebook.com/Derek Nolan.
And I'm at facebook.com/Selden007.
We have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/tool2play. That's where we archive all this sick fucking video content. All episodes of Still Got Gamer there. All episodes of all of our shows are there. So Hits Quick Hits is there. I don't know why Hit's raising his hands in anger right now.
Because Patches dropped 200,000 sparks and we missed the ball.
Oh, Patches, thank you, buddy.
Patches, baby!
Patches, you're the bomb.
We let you down by letting the ball drop.
200,000 sparks. Because I'm reading the stupid.
No, I know. I tried to hit it and I was like, oh, too late. Like, oh.
Oh, Patches, thanks, bro. Yeah. So I don't even remember where in the show we are anymore.
Oh,
wow.
Here we go. Redemption.
I dropped another 200,000 sparks.
Nice.
Damn. Wow. All right. Shit is going nuts on our live Mixer channel now. Patches O'Smiley is fucking doping shit up here. This is pretty awesome as far as the show goes. I don't even remember what I was talking about. YouTube. Yes, YouTube channel. We have YouTube time. Wow. Okay. This is insane. What's going on?
We suck. We suck.
Yes. So that's where all the archive video content goes to all the shows we do. Blah. Wow. Yeah. This is when live stuff is so awesome that yeah. Sorry, podcast audience. The live stuff is pretty cool right now. Please rate and review our podcast on iTunes. We need some 5-star reviews, so go there, drop 5 stars, tell people why you love us, and it'd mean a lot to us if you could throw us a little 5 stars and write something nice. We also have a Discord channel, tool2play.com/SGG Discord. That's tool2play.com/SGG Discord. Go there and you can chat with us all day long when we're at work doing our fucking day jobs. We'll talk with you. We'll chat. We'll chit-chat. We'll do the chitties and the chatties, and we'll have a good time together. Selden's laughing, having a good time over there in his Hawaiian shirt. We have a Mixer channel, mixer.com/tool2play. That's where Tool2Play broadcasts live all of the time. We host all of our individual hosts and other Tool2Play celebrities on mixer.com/tool2play. But we also have our own Mixer channels. I'm at mixer.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at mixer.com/IsaacSitman.
I'm at mixer.com/Selden007.
All right, and I guess I'm going to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, mixer.com/tool2play. And on that, we will wrap this episode 420 up. I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I'm Roger Hitman Roken.
And I am Chris Selden007. Selden.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.